Courtland Sutton already lost you your fantasy championship this week. I mean, 4 for 40 against the Kansas City Chiefs, a great matchup that he could have exploited, and he failed.
Didn't look great, and honestly, a Chiefs team, they didn't have a great secondary. You thought Courtland Sutton, who was a top 10 wide receiver the past 2 weeks, would perform. He did not perform. Speaking of us, didn't perform. Every Chief besides Brashard Smith, and no one started Brashard Smith. Listen, 139 total yards. What could you really have expected from a third-string quarterback? But you thought Kelce might get some things. You thought maybe Xavier Worthy. No, nothing. They did not perform. They lost you your week.
They did nothing. And look, honestly, that's on you if you started any of these guys. Xavier Worthy, not even a reception. Kelce, another terrible game. I don't even blame him. It's a third-string quarterback, but you couldn't have started him, okay? But here's the guy you did start, Jahmyr Gibbs. 40 rushing yards, 20 receiving yards, and on 17 carries. They were force-feeding him the ball. They could get absolutely nothing. So this was a third consecutive bad game for Jahmyr Gibbs. He lost you this
I think this
week.
was the Lions' sort of inflection point of this regime with Dan Campbell. Something is going to have to change. CeeDee Lamb, unfortunately, did not do anything for you this week in a plus Washington Commanders matchup. You were expecting 100 yards and a touchdown. All he did was catch 50% of his targets and only get 46 yards, not doing enough.
No, it's rough because Dak had 300 yards passing. You would hope at least 100 of that would go to CeeDee. It's just a bad game from a round pick like CeeDee Lamb. You just hate to see it. But Jared Goff, can we talk about Jared Goff for a second? This guy had less than 200 yards passing, 5 total turnovers, 2 interceptions, 3 fumbles. I mean, one of the worst performances I've seen in person in a while. So Jared Goff lost you.
On national TV, this is how you did. In a plus matchup against Minnesota with the Lions in a must-win situation, could not get anything done. On the other side, Justin Jefferson, if you trusted him, unfortunately, he didn't do enough for you. Max Brosmer was not good enough against a weak Lions secondary. Only 4 receptions and 30 yards for Jefferson. So if you had him this week, you're probably catching up, and hopefully not, you're going to lose.